He wants you to back down. He wants you to stop. He wants you to give up. Do not give up. Now is not the time to give up, okay? I just made a video about this on my YouTube, but I have not uploaded it yet, so I wanted to come on here and give y'all a quick little recap of basically what I just talked about in that video. But the enemy gonna do everything he can to stop you, to block you, to delay you, to distract you. He wants you to sabotage what it is that God has for you. He wants you to back down from what it is that God has for you, what you about to step into. So here comes your past reminding you of what you used to do, what you used to entertain, what you used to deal with, what you used to put up with. And he wants to glamorize your past and make it seem like you're missing something. Make it seem like you should go back and settle for less, right? But I want you to understand that this is not the time for you to give up. This is not the time for you to stop. This ain't the time for you to back down. This ain't the time for you to give in to what the enemy is doing right now. This ain't the time. It's never the time for you to accept your fate or give in to what it is that he's trying to do in your life. Nah, we ain't doing that. We're not giving up. We're not backing down. We're not stopping. Because that's his sole mission. That's literally the enemy's mission, is to steal, kill, and destroy what it is that God got for you. What it is that God is doing in your life. He wants you to stop. He wants you to back down. He wants you to give up. Y'all know I gotta give me some iced coffee. So he's gonna work through everything and everybody around you to get you to respond like you used to respond, to get you to react the way that you used to react. But don't do it. Don't even get into it. Don't even, accept that. You deserve more. You're worth more. God has more for you. So since you know, okay, let's act like we know. Okay, act like you know. Since you know that God is doing his big one in your life. There we go. We got cold foam creamer. Yay. Since you know God is doing his big one in your life, since you know that God is about to show up and show out in a mighty way, he is working behind the scenes, he is moving in the details of everything that's going on in your life, since you know that, let's act like we know, okay? This is where your faith comes in. This is where you walk by faith and not by sight. This is where you still take action, because faith without works is dead. Faith without putting the work in behind it, dead, over with. Okay, I don't know which creamer I want. They got caramel macchiato. We'll try that. But but since you know God is doing his big one in your life, you gotta walk by faith and not by sight. Hold on, y'all. Anywho, it was two little kids fighting each other. But anyway, the enemy is coming to remind you of what you've been through, what you done overcame, what God done pulled you out of, what you done stopped doing, people you done cut off, people you stopped talking to, people you stopped dealing with, things you stopped doing. Like, literally, he bringing it back to you, back to your present, back to your life now, to try to get you to return back to that, to get you to react the way you used to react, respond the way you used to respond, go back to entertaining the things that you use. He wants you to think that it's boring right here. This life right here ain't it, I guess. He wants you to believe that. But I want you to understand that right here, where you are right now, God is working behind the scenes. God is always doing something new. Oh God, integrity. Anyway, God is always doing something new. So it's going to be up to you to put in the work, continue to put in the work, because it's going to get hard. I mean, the warfare is inevitable. It's going to happen. But how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want to build that new lifestyle? How bad do you really want to step into that new thing that God has for you? Remind yourself that God is always doing a new thing. Remind yourself that there is a lesson to be learned in what it is that you're going through right now. Remind yourself that what you're going through right now is only temporary. Remind yourself. Okay, encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Don't glamorize the past. Don't glamorize Egypt. There's nothing exciting about Egypt. Nothing exciting about that. Okay, make sure I got everything that I need. Hold on, let me see. All right, I had to check my list, but it ain't nothing exciting about being in Egypt. Let it go. Let it go. Don't glamorize Egypt. Don't let the enemy make you glamorize your past. Like, see it. Okay, that was a lesson learned. I learned something during that time of my life. I went through this so that they can teach me this about myself, teach me this about other people around me. I went through it for a reason. Now it's time to move forward. Where God is taking you, it's something that you never experienced before. What God is doing in your life, it look completely different than what you are used to going through, what you used to doing. God is always doing a new thing. In order to see that new thing, in order to experience that new thing, you got to keep moving forward. It's forward movement only. It's forward progress only. It's you moving forward. You taking this step forward every single day. Do not get weary in well doing. Eventually you will reap a harvest. Eventually you will see why you've been putting in the work that you've been putting in. You will see why God has you wait. You will see why God's timing is the best timing. You will see. So keep pushing, keep pressing, keep putting in that work. Keep doing the hard work that don't nobody want to do. Keep putting in the work that don't nobody else want to put in. When you're putting in that hard work, you are literally part of the 1% of people who stay dedicated. Give me a second, let me get some water. But you're part of the 1%. You either gonna be part of the 1% or part of the 99%. What you gonna be a part of? What you gonna choose? Alright, you gotta ask yourself this. Like, how bad do I really want my life to change? Show up like it's nobody's business. Show up like you've never showed up before. Show up different as your best self every day. It's hard. Okay, we all going through it. It's hard, yes. But you still gotta show up. You still gotta push. Now ain't the time for you to give up. Now ain't the time for you to stop and back down and accept your fate. Like, accept what the enemy is throwing your way. Like, now ain't the time for that. It ain't. It's never the time to do that. Because another thing too, I'm gonna make this too much longer, but another thing too, your obedience to God is connected to somebody else's breakthrough. Remember that. Your obedience to God is connected to somebody else's breakthrough. And I should have just went live and talked about this, but y'all, your obedience is connected to somebody else's breakthrough. You opening your mouth and you telling your story. I'm gonna turn the noise canceling on because they got this music on. You opening your mouth and you telling your story, you being bold and you becoming who God created you to be. That's literally giving somebody else the boldness and the courage and the guts to show up as they best self, to go after God themselves, to open their mouth to tell their story. And it's setting you, not only setting you free, but it's setting somebody else free too. You opening your mouth and being obedient to what God is telling you to do is literally setting you free. It's setting other people free. So, if you know that your breakthrough is connected to your obedience is connected to somebody else's breakthrough, why would you let the enemy make you back down? Make you stop, make you scared, make you operate in timidity, make you fearful and doubtful, and overthink and procrastinate and make excuses and be afraid to just step into what God has called you to step into. Right? You got to remember the promises of God. You got to remember who God says you are. You got to remember what you're on this earth to do. Walk in your truth. In order for you to know the truth, you got to build your relationship with God. In order for you to know the truth, you got to get in the Word of God. In order for you to know the truth. A lot of people walking around here, they know the truth, but they not walking in the truth. They not walking in their truth and their authenticity. They not doing that. But they sure will throw up a scripture and manipulate people with it. We ain't doing that. No, we walking in the truth. Your authenticity, who God created you to be. Do it boldly. Now it's time for you to back down, try to stop and give up, and just give in to what He wants for you. No. So keep going, keep pushing, keep pressing, even though it's hard. Even though it's hard, it's okay. You're gonna get through it. The hard moments, the hard time is only temporary. It's only temporary. Okay? So don't give up, don't back down, don't get scared. Keep going. Keep going. Keep stepping on the enemy's neck and don't let him make you back down. Okay? So before you get off this video, I want you to drop it in the comments. I ain't backing down. I am not backing down. Okay? I love you so much. And let me know if y'all like these type of videos. Me just talking, just chit chat pretty much. Let me know what y'all think about this. Should I make more of these? I probably will do it anyway, but let me know what you think about it. I like to hear, how y'all feel about it and everything. So I love y'all. I'm gonna get up out of Walmart before I fill this buggy up. I got what I need. I got what's on my list. So I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.